everybody. I'm Brian.
And I'm Brian.
And this is Brian versus Brian 135.
Yes.
The Last Dragon. And we are, Brian, the Shoguns of Harlem.
Show enough.
All right. Who's the baddest? Who's the prettiest? Show enough.
Show enough.
You do this wimp. Okay. The Last Dragon, March 22nd, 1985. Motown Productions. Barry Gordy, man. Directed by Michael Schultz. Looks like he's done a lot of TV. I couldn't really find very many movie credits. Starring Ty-Mech, Julius Carey, a couple other people. Vanity, that's a big one. Yeah. Looking fine, baby. I remember watching this as a kid. Man, she is beautiful. She was like Prince's protege or something.
Yeah.
Looks a lot like Prince, kind of, I guess. Yeah. Cool backstory. Ty-Mech was like, they were looking at a lot of big names for that. Denzel Washington. There's a couple others.
It's like Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah. That was one of them. Some big ones. Vanity had just left Purple Rain. Gordy signed her to a 4-picture contract. I don't know if they ever did any other ones. Not that I know of. This was the first acting role for Ty-Mech, the then 19-year-old black belt who learned to act on the set of this picture. So, real black belt. He's got some moves, man. He's smooth, baby.
Yeah.
Very simple plot, you know. This guy, Leroy Green, lovingly referred to as Bruce Leroy throughout the movie, must find the master to complete his final quest. To
get to the final level, to find his glow. Yeah.
It's final. I know it starts with a badass little montage type of fight thing. There's some sick music in this, dude.
Yeah.
The theme song, I think, is dope as shit. You are the last dragon. You contain the power of the glow.
That's pretty good.
It's all the trumpets and you are. Yeah, that was pretty dope.
And I don't know if it was made for the movie, but obviously fucking Rhythm of the Night stuck in your head. This is a rhythm. Or no, is it Rhythm of the Night?
To the beat of the rhythm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And sink through the morning light. I think it was debuted in the movie. So kind of, because I think they were on Motown Records at the time, DeBarge. All right, let's play that Salacious Video E-I-O. And she's like a VJ.
Yeah.
Club.
Yeah, I figured I had some sort of time because they play about 2 minutes of the music video in the movie. It's just like, holy shit.
Yeah, so he's got to find the master. And this is all pretty cool, man. All the movie posters are really dope. Done in like the old style of paintings and stuff, and some really cool looking stuff. I thought Ty-Mech was really good. I thought he played like a really believable, like innocent, nice guy. Oh, Miss Charles. I just thought he was pretty believable as this naive, nice guy.
Yeah,
I feel like that's probably him outside the movie. He did so good. Like that's just how he is. And it could be true because he's not an actor. So, and I have seen interviews with him later, and he seems pretty much like that. Now he has a huge scar on his face because he got in a street fight.
Oh shit!
He's talking about it. He's fighting a bunch of guys, and they cut him across the face with a bottle and shit. And he's a legitimate badass.
I would see that movie.
So, here you're new to this. I'm not. I love this movie. They played this a lot on HBO. It was one of the ones that was on rotation there. That's where I saw it a lot. And then later, it's this all black cast, mostly black cast, kung fu film. There's like a little Asian guy in there. I
Oh,
think.
the trio of the singers is pretty good. The fortune cookie trio. Those
Oh
guys
my
are
God,
awesome, man.
what you doing here, Coolie? Hey, the
Yeah.
master ain't here, man. Yeah, they're all acting black, and like this guy's
Yeah.
acting Asian. That's so funny. You ever play craps, my man? Yeah, but I'm talking about like the Johnny, the
Yeah.
Asian
Yeah.
that's in his karate class, and then the little Asian kid. That's the kid from Turtles, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure that's that kid. The little, you know, the little, yeah, Domino's delivery guy they meet up with in two, and he's
Mhm.
in number one. He plays one of the turtles, but you don't see his face. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Johnny,
Johnny's great. Johnny was a
He's like-
standout for sure.
they're afraid of us Asian guys, man. You just got to give them that look. Woo! And then I never have to fight. I've mastered the art of fighting without fighting, like you say.
Oh my god.
Oh, Johnny.
So good.
So, since you're new, I'll let you walk us through some. We don't have to go beat for beat. You can do however you want. Whatever things that stood out, memorable people
Yeah.
and plot structures.
Just do like over. Yeah, I mean, I think I admitted, I don't know, a couple episodes ago that like when we do a review, I typically kind of gravitate towards the 90s just because it's just when we grew up. And so there's a lot of cult classics that either A, I haven't seen, or B, would love to rewatch. But I was scrolling through HBO, and yeah, I mean, I just saw Last Dragon. I'm like, oh yeah, like that movie, to my knowledge, is a cult classic. I've never seen it, don't even know what the fuck it's about. So let's do that. And I knew you've talked about it on the show before. You've quoted it. So I just knew that it was just kind of this underground cult movie. And I gotta say, like watching it for the first time now, this movie does the thing that I absolutely love, which is a movie that's not afraid of what it is, and it goes hard in the paint. It's not trying to be better than it is. It's not trying to be high art. It's just like, here's a fun, entertaining martial arts goofy movie, and I ate all of it up. I thought it was a lot of fun. And like I said, I didn't know anything about it. Didn't watch the trailer. Didn't know the context of anything, and just I don't know, man. This movie was such a good time. Like I laughed a lot. I don't know if it was intentionally, but I'm assuming it was. But yeah, fucking. It starts with a great montage in the opening credits, which I thought was funny because they do all these different angles, right? They're like bird's eye looking down, but for whatever reason, the one looking up at him, there's like a green screen. Like they couldn't get, like, why couldn't you just? Because you got all the other angles just fine, but for whatever reason, the one that's low angle, he's like green screen. You see like the composition glow around him. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah.
And it's the fight sequences are kind of good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was fun. Yeah, show enough, man.
Show Enough is fucking fantastic. His intro into the movie's great, into the movie theater. Was not expecting that at all. I was like, who the fuck is this?
The Shogun of Harlem, and then that kind of chubby Asian guy,
Yeah.
trying to fight him and shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, I love the reverence for Bruce Lee in this movie. I mean,
Yeah, it's a movie.
You watch a
He's
lot
like
of-
a main character.
yeah.
They play a lot of his movies and reference him all the time. Yeah, I think he was said to has achieved the glow. A real master who achieves the final level will be so strong that his body, they say, would glow. And all this cool stuff. That one video clip of Bruce Lee, that shit got me going as a kid. It gets me going now, where it's got like the time lapse of a sky, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
and he's like, and he's doing the fucking shit when he's doing the. Oh my god! I was like, oh yeah, all of it.
Fuck! I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. When he references the glow in the beginning, I'm like, oh my god, please let him actually glow in this movie. That would be the best thing in the world. And they fucking nailed it. They brought two glows. Yeah, man. What else? Yeah, Vanity's great. I actually didn't know. I didn't know she was part of Vanity Six. I thought they're. I mean, I don't listen to Vanity Six. I know their song "Nasty Girl." I didn't know their Vanity was part of that group, which is funny because the only reason why I know Nasty Girls, in Beverly Hills Cop, Eddie Murphy's invites the two cops, these buddy cops, and he's like, "Let's go out for lunch." And then the hard cuts into like a strip club, and he's like sitting there doing a little dance, and all the cops are like uncomfortable. But anyways, Nasty Girl is playing during that whole scene, so that's kind of how I know it. But yeah, Vanity's great.
The little brother was pretty funny.
The little
Fun.
brother's pretty great. Yeah.
What the heck was his name? But he's just like, he's just always, man, this rice head wouldn't know what to do with a woman if he had one. He wouldn't even know how to use it. Jack, he's all just, please, I need to know the moves. And
that's
like,
my girl.
He's in love with Vanity.
Yeah.
And so he's really kind of at odds with his brother because she starts to like him. And she, because was it Eddie Arcadian? Eddie Arcadian. It's like the most ridiculous. He owns arcades. He's an arcade mogul, and he's trying to get his girlfriend's new songs played on the radio, the VJ program that Vanity runs, where they play your video and some shit. And she's pretty funny. She's always got crazy things on her tits. Headlights, pointing like cones, and he's like, "You want a test drive?" Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I was like, I can see that being an '80s hit.
Yeah.
And so he tries to get it on her program, and she says no. So he kidnaps her, and then is like, he's like kidnaps her, but he's like, "No, we're just having a nice dinner, Miss Charles. Don't make me get violent, Miss Charles." And I think is that anyways, at one of the points, Leroy saves her in pretty awesome little fashion. Whoa!
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. It was hard to tell. I couldn't tell if it was somebody else or actually him. Like, I don't know, his eyes and the way it looked like a different actor, but I'm assuming it's just him. But the eyes look different. I don't know. But yeah, that was a cool scene. Yeah, I don't know. Like he looked different. It looked like a differerent actor. Like, it took me out of the movie for it. I'm like, wait, is that fucking Leroy or is that somebody else?
Look like him to me. He's got the sun hat and he's all fucking totally Asianed out, brother. It's like I wanted one of them Asian suits so hard after this little button up.
Yeah. Man, I wish I would have watched this when I was younger. I would have loved the hell out of this movie. Especially if I liked Surf Ninjas and Three Ninjas. This movie would have been way up my alley.
And I didn't know a lot of people that knew about this. Like, I had a pretty good black buddy in high school, and I'm like, oh, I bet this guy knows The Last Dragon. That's a black movie, dog. Mm-hmm. They know this shit. They love this. And I'm like, you ever watch The Last Dragon? And he's like, I fucking love The Last Dragon. He's like, how the hell do you know about The Last Dragon? He's like, I love The Last Dragon, motherfucker.
That's awesome.
It was pretty cool because he was just kind of like, how'd you know about this? Who told you about The Last Dragon, boy?
Yep. Yeah, I love the two people. I love seeing like actors that we know and like really old shit. Like William H. Macy shows up for a scene. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, he's like the assistant.
Yeah, he's in like very one. He's the
Vanity,
one that tells her
right?
not to do it. Yeah,
Vanity.
And
you don't mess with this guy.
The bodyguard of Arcadian.
Yeah.
He's the guy from Dumb and Dumber who gives them the wrong pills and at the burger shop. It's kind of fun to see those actors and older movies.
It was pretty funny when he's trying to hire goons, right? And he's got like the open auditions, and they got a table with a line of goons, and one of them's like, "Who's this guy?" They call him the Animal. He takes a bite out of the desk. Yeah, give him whatever he wants. Pay this man whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Get him a damn sandwich.
He's like, double? What makes you think you get double? And he just fucking like slams on the table. Get him whatever he wants.
Get him a bone, something. Yeah. It's really fun. Show Enough is an amazing bad guy. He goes and busts up the pizza joint looking for Bruce Leroy. And,
Hmm.
hey, no! Direct to your pizza. To Daddy Green's Pizza. I love Daddy Green. He's pretty good. I'm looking for Bruce, or I'm looking for, what's Bruce Leroy's real name?
Oh,
Damn it.
Leroy Green.
Yeah, I'm looking for a Leroy Green. I'm Leroy Green. He's like the dad. You ain't him. What I'm looking for thinks he's a martial arts master. Oh, you must be talking about Junior. Yeah, he ain't here. Where is he? I don't know.
And if I did, I don't think I'd tell you.
I don't think I'd tell you. You don't think you tell me, huh? Oh. He starts busting up these cheap ass particle board tables made to be
Yeah.
broken. He just hey!
Not the table.
No, I'm renting that. It's like the record jukebox. That's a rental. I don't own that. Yeah, it's pretty funny stuff. He stuffs his little brother in the garbage can. And then the brother's mad at the Bruce Leroy, and he's like, "Where were you? What good's that kung fu if you can't even use it, man? You just a mark, Jack."
Yeah.
And
You coward.
look what happened. You a coward. And he starts like crying, or his eyes watering up, and he leaves. And then he knows what he must do. He's doesn't want to fight him. It's a classic Bruce Lee. Doesn't that last resort of fighting. He's still looking for the master. He thinks the master is this fortune cookie company, and that's where we see the three Asian guys that work at this fortune cookie company. And what the fuck was the name? It was like Sung Dong Ding, some crazy
Yeah.
name of the.
It was
supposed to be the
Soy
master.
Dum Goy or something. And I remember
Yes, some dumb goy.
and I remember when they said it on screen, Sarah's sitting next to me. She was like on her phone or whatever. And she goes, "Did they say some dumb guy?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Some dumb guy?" And I was like, probably, I don't know. And if that is like intentional,
dumb
that's
boy.
pretty good. Some dumb guy.
Some dumb boy. And he's like, "No, I have the pizza, my man." He's trying to get it. No, listen, my man. And he's practicing on the walk up. What it be like? What it be like? What it look like? What it look like? And then I love all that, dude. And then they finally open. He says like very quick, "What it be like, my brother?" He's like, it's just like very shitty and quick and weird. Oh man, we didn't order no pizza. No, you did. Yeah. Then they realize finally when he's like gonna beat him up or something because he's just sick and tired of this game. Like they lock him out or something. And then he kick down the door or something.
Yeah.
He goes back in there. Hey, calm down, man. He's like, "Where is the master? You want to see the master? All right, man. We're not supposed to show anybody. This is some dumb goy. This is the master." It's just this big robot. Tuk, 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 tuk. It's got a little fortune like digitized across the tiny screen, And then he goes back and sees his master. "Master, why did you send me to find a robot, a fortune cookie?"
Yeah, a
And then,
master doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's like, "So you were looking for a master that doesn't exist with a charm that isn't real." "But master." And it's like, he gives him this pendant that's like gonna, the master needs this or something, right? It's a pretty cool looking pendant thing.
Yeah.
And then he shows him, he's like, "Look, a true master would use this to hold up their pants." And it's like some weird
flimsy.
Asian belt climp thing.
Yeah.
It's like, "There is one place you have not looked, and it's there and only there that you will find the master that you seek. Now I must go. I'm going to see my brother in New Jersey."
Oh yeah, I love that.
Some
He's like,
some
"You
shit
going on
like
a
that.
you going on a journey or a
spirit quest?"
spiritual journey?" "No, I'm seeing my aunt in Miami." So good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then like Show Enough is like the final goon hired, and he's they gotta face all these goons, and he's like teaming up with his kung fu class. That he teaches. Shonuff came in there one time to provoke him. They didn't fight, but they had the girls go up there and they're like, "You got a bar, but that's about it." And then one was like, "I'd like to peel this banana," and he's like wearing the Bruce Lee yellow suit. So ridiculous shit.
God.
And then one of them slap him in the face. He's like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Oh shit, he's gonna beat a woman."
I think he's scared.
And then yeah, so they're Vanity is captured. That's kind of the bait, I think.
Yeah,
to
and
get
his
him
brother.
there. Yeah, and his brother. Oh my god. But his brother. That's one of my favorite scenes. I remember I brought that up during Cabin in the Woods.
Oh
breaking
yeah,
out of the breaking out of the woods. He's like, he's
it's so good.
"Thank God I've been dancing my whole life. I've been waiting for this." And he's like, "We set up a level." He's like standing up and shuffling around the room and shit. "I got this, Jack. You tied up the wrong kid, Jack. Gotta give
So
you
good.
gonna need chains for this shit, Jack."
Oh my god.
Yeah, he shuffles out of the fucking rope. That's so good. Oh my god. Ooh, and his chubby friend who's like Chunk from Goonies, he's really good.
Oh yeah.
"What you gonna do with her, man? She's a grown woman." "Man, I'm a grown man. I could please her in ways she wouldn't believe, Jack." It's like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Oh my god.
It's so funny.
So good.
Oh yeah, it's like something. It's like there's a contest, or you're gonna win a date with her, or a kiss,
Yeah.
or something. Anyways, yeah. So he's teaming up with this kung fu class, and they got going back and getting ready with like They open up the chest. There's all these weapons and shit. I was like, damn, ninja stars and shit, and they got ninja costumes they got to get on. You never know when you're gonna need to infiltrate a building. Like grappling hooks and shit. It's like, yeah, dang. What kind of class is this?
Well, I love it.
So
Like
nothing-
before he even gets there, he's like, Leroy runs in that room, opens up that shelf of weapons, and Johnny's following him. He's like, "I'll go with you," and he like, tricks him and locks him in the little cubby
Yeah.
there.
I'm sorry, Johnny.
And then I'm afraid of the dark. No. And then
Hey, man, I'm claustrophobic.
that little kid comes up and he's like taking his sweet ass time. He hears Johnny trying to break out. And he's like, "Hold on, I gotta get the key." He unlocks him. He's like, "We gotta go."
And I remember the little kid being like, "What?" Doing some weird little move. Like, "Oh, hey, who's in there?" And he's like, bangs on the thing. "Let me out of here, man." Yeah, then they got all suited up and they gotta go there. And Eddie Arcadia is like, he's all about production. He's like got videos that play during this. "Welcome to your doom." He's like playing the shit. Hits a button. Lightning effects. Yeah.
He's got a big
And,
face on like 3 different screens
yeah.
to take up.
Hello.
Oh man.
Oh my god! And then the little kid is when he comes in eventually, like he fights the big fat guy. That's pretty funny stuff. And he's like, "What?" Like jumps on his back and so they're fighting, and it's like finally he's like, "Leroy, you don't have to fight me, you wimp, you coward." And they fight, and it's pretty dope. They both did their own stunts, and it looks pretty good. It's not the most elaborate fights, but as a kid, I loved it, and it works perfect for this. Some cool high kicks and falling through weak walls, type of stuff. And his outfit is always so cool, man. He's always got this big, elaborate shoulder pad, fucking weird ass Shogun shit that this looks really cool in movement, and like, it'll fall down and dust on it and shit. It's always really cool. Reminds me of like he's like Macho Man Randy Savage kind of outfits or some shit.
And those white glasses with like the slits through.
Oh
the
yeah.
side, yeah.
He's like crooked-eyed and shit. He's got that one lazy eye all squinty. Always looks like he's about to fucking pop a blood vessel or some shit. And they get fighting, and then I think he keeps wanting because he's the shogun of Harlem. I love that. To four people that matters. The four people that are with him know that he's the shogun of Harlem. And he wants to prove to everybody, because it was like, well, Bruce Leroy is the only other guy in town, the only other black guy that does martial arts.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm the shogun. So he's got to prove to everybody that he is the leader, is the master. And so he's all during the fight, you know, he gets to a point and he's like, who is the master? And then he's like drowning him.
Yeah, like over and over up.
Yeah.
Who's the master?
And there's some cool shots where like his hair flies back with like water. Who is the master? And yeah, that's some really cool stuff. And then finally he starts to play this imagery in his mind. He sees, I love all this, dude. This is a good movie. Vanity, sees Vanity in his mind and is like, you know, you look like a master to me. And then it plays some of that Bruce Lee stuff and some little clips of that. And it plays his master. Oh, you have everything you need. Up here. Yeah. And then he's like, he realizes, I'm the fucking master. Oh, shit. I'm the fucking master. It's been me the whole time. What a waste of a movie. And then he lifts him up one more time. Who is the master? And I love this. I did this as a kid so much. I dip my head in water in like a pool and whip it back. And imagine someone asking me that question, because I was usually playing alone. I said, I am. And he's just, I am. And then he's like, whoa, what? Wait a minute. Like he's so surprised by that answer. Wait, you're supposed to say me, dog. He's like, fuck. And doesn't Sho'nuff have the glow before this?
Yeah, he has the red glow. I think before he starts dunking him, he shows him the glow.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of the glow. And then this kind of really disappoints Leroy, because he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe he is a master. He's got the fucking glow. He's a kind of weak glow. Like, psst, psst. Oh, yeah, and then once he says he is the master, and he, you know, and then he gets the fucking badass glow, the like gold glow, and then his glow starts fucking up. It's like when he's fighting, it's like sorting out. No, there can't be two glows. Does not compute. There's like little sparks and shit. Like grabs his hand and he's like pushing it back with his glow, and then his glow's like, no, that's the real glow.
I love when the glow happens though, and they continue fighting. Every like big hit he does, there's like a glow effect, like almost like a pow, like an old Batman. It's just like the glow. Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, man, it's dope. And then finally he beats his ass and hangs him on like a fucking hook for his waist, like shanks him up.
Oh yeah, the Arcanian guy.
Oh, was it? What did he do?
Yeah, the Arcanian guy is the one who strings up.
Yeah. No, I can make you a big star. You're making a big mistake, Leroy. Come on. I was just joking around.
After he catches a bullet in his mouth, because Arcanian shoots at him, and he does the whole stunt, and then he walks over there.
Fuck yeah, he catches it.
You are
the last dragon. Yeah, he gets shot. Slow mo. I think he kind of falls, and then for a minute, and then his eyes open when he's on the ground, stands up. Yeah, that's so fucking good. What did he do with Sho'nuff? He fucking beat him, and did he leave him to die in a pool in a little bucket of water?
He's like hanging into the bucket of water.
Yeah, I think he's dead, dog. I think he's dead, Jack. Yeah, and he saves Vanity and his brother and stuff. And I think his brother doesn't doesn't it, is it this point where his brother's like, he's okay with it now at this point, and he's like, kiss her, man. What are you doing? Was it that point? Or it might have been later.
No, because Leroy disappears from the scene. He like, I don't know, the
Oh
cops come
yeah.
in and she looks back
He's like
down.
Batman. He
Gone.
can't be there when they come and find the bad guys. He got to be gone because he probably broke a lot of laws as far as vigilantism, attempted murder with the drowning, yeah, larceny, burglary.
Yeah, gotta dip.
Broke a lot of law. He's got to go. And then later at her VJ thing, he comes back and is dope, bro. He's got the
Everyone
white,
in white. Everyone's in white.
yeah, he's got that fucking white Asian suit, dog, and it's
Mm-hmm.
sick. He comes in with flowers. And what did he say? He said,
Oh,
"I got the moves. I want you to
yeah,
show me the moves."
Yeah,
or
he's like
something.
shouting and the music's too loud. What? What? And then like the music cuts. Show me your moves, everyone. Ha ha ha. So
And he's,
good.
he's embarrassed. Oh. Yeah, and I don't remember the end. The end exactly. That's the end.
Yes, but yeah, basically, like I think she runs down the stairs and it freeze frames.
Yeah, I
like the
think-
producer or something. Yeah,
I think he grabs her or something. Her does the kick her feet up or something like that, or maybe the kiss. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it, man. This movie is fucking fun, dog. All the music, the fucking jive to it. It's got a life, man. It's got a soul to all of it, and it's fun, dude. The characters are like out there and like cartoony,
hmm
but I don't know, somehow believable in this crazy world. This is like version of New York where everything's kind of the worst thing that could happen is a tough shogun might come after you. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
a very nice New York. There's no guns and stuff. People are just kung fuing each other. Except Eddie, he shot people once. And yeah, it's fun, colorful. I like the action. It's funny. I think the casting's great. The bad guy's awesome, and our protagonist is awesome. So that kind of carries the whole movie. I'm disappointed Timex didn't get other opportunities, really. There was talks of a number 2. It never happened. Him and Barry Gordy fell out for some odd reason. I don't know. So that never happened. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. I loved it growing up. I think it's a great movie. I think Motown Productions to make a movie like this, I think is their first movie. Was fucking awesome. He did a great job. Like, what the fuck? You don't know nothing about this. But, he was Barry Gordy. Fucking Michael Jackson, all this stuff. He's got money and he's got connections, so he can do whatever he wants at this point. So, I'm going to give it 8.5. Love it.
Nice.
It's high.
Yeah, like I said in the top, I mean, this is a movie that knows what it is. It doesn't try to be anything more than what it is, and I think it succeeds because of it. Yeah, all the characters are fantastic. It's very silly and ridiculous, but it's fun. Like there's movies that take themselves seriously and that are ridiculous that I'm just like, this is stupid. But when you just lean into what you are, like what your themes are and what your tone is, and you just lean into it, it makes for a better viewing experience. And this was like the best B movie you could ask for. And I mean that like in a really positive way. Like this was fun. So many good characters, so many good lines, so many great performances. There's actually like legit some good scenes. Like one of the scenes that stood out to me was I forget her name, the Arcanian's love interest. When she's like basically leaves him. I thought that scene was awesome because you don't expect that character to do that in these kind of, like most times in these movies they're just in a scene on a couch and they say silly scenes and that's kind of it. But the fact that they had her like kind of stick up and leave the room, I don't know, I thought that was a great scene.
Yeah.
I love the bullet scene too because it comes back because earlier in the movie, the first time they meet in the theater, Show Enough's like, you must be the guy to catch a bullet with his teeth. That's ridiculous. And then like he's just going off on him and then it comes back in the end. So I thought that was kind of fun to bring that back. As like the finale move that he did, and the fucking bullets glowing. It's phenomenal. Yeah, man, this movie rules. I had a great time with it. I was coming in with like 8.2. It's great. I'll probably rewatch it at some point for a good laugh and just have a good time. Some of the action's pretty good. I think the one that stood out to me, I mean, the set piece at the end's great when they're all there. Johnny has some great moments when he actually learned, like he kicks somebody for the first time and he's like,
Hey!
There's some pretty good moments in that whole sequence, but I really like the small scene where he fights the goons. The very first time he fights the goons when they're trying to take her in that car, it's like on the street level, and he's like kind of going around the car beating him up. I thought that was a really good fight scene. But yeah, 8.2. This is fun. I'm glad I watched it. I see what the kind of see the reason why it's a cult classic. It's just pure joy, pure fun, pure entertainment. It's a blast.
Yeah. Yeah, check it out. Awesome cult classic. So probably there are quite a few people that don't know about it or haven't seen it. That's what makes it cult. A little sleeper hit. So go check it out. The Last Dragon. It's on HBO Max Plus, whatever the hell they call it now. HBO. 8.5, 8.2. Good stuff. As always, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. You can always check us out on Amazon. Is it Amazon Music? Yes, that's what it's called.
Apple?
And Apple Music.
One of the
we're not on it. We're not on Amazon. Sorry, Bezos kind of ticked us off. Apple Music, Spotify, and then here on YouTube, of course. Appreciate having you. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, and we'll be here. Notification bell will let you know when the content drops, boy. Yeah. So as always, until the next Vs, say peace, y'all.
Peace.